So, on that play by Paredes, where he obviously had the challenge, he threw the ball at the Dutch sideline. All the Dutch players started coming out in the field. He gets shoved to the ground by Van Dijk. Really, what should have happened there was that, well, Paredes obviously should have seen red for throwing the ball at the Dutch bench. Van Dijk for not controlling his emotions and shoving Paredes to the ground. That warrants a red card. The referee did not keep order in the match, and needless to say, if it's a red card for Paredes, if it's a red card for Van Dijk, then Dutch are without their best defender. Both teams have even amount of men on the field, and because there'd be no Van Dijk, if the referee made the right call there to hand out both red cards, then Argentina won in extra time. They almost did win in extra time. What a shot by Enzo Fernandez. But there's just all the talk that, oh, the RGs are thugs, they're arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Well, the team that did all the talking was the Netherlands. I think Van Gaal talked too much, spoke too much. Argentina did it on the field right there. They got the result. It was all business. They put on a show for the masses at the end. Emiliano Martinez said, I heard Van Gaal saying we've got an advantage on penalties. If we go to penalties, we win. I think he needs to keep his mouth shut. Well, right there, the match was scripted right there when Van Gaal said we're going to penalties. And surely it did end in penalties. And he was talking as if he was going to neutralize Lionel Messi, Van Gaal. I don't have the exact quote, but right here, I just checked back on ESPN. He said that, he does little to help the team when they don't have the ball. Well, I saw Messi pressing the other team. He was pressing. He was pressing the other team. So they talk too much, disrespecting Argentina. Even those Dutch players, they were 3 or 4 of them were ganging up on Lautaro Martinez. They're trying to intimidate him before he made the penalty kick. So the Argentina players are justified after the match. This was a heated affair. This was a game full of hard fouls. It was a very physical match. Argentina already know what Croatia are capable of. Argentina are pissed that the match didn't end in regulation. They're pissed off at the referee. And they're going to completely take out all of these frustrations on Croatia. Argentina are angry the match went to extra time. They were angry that the referee almost cost them the game. Even though there were bad calls on both sides, what they were angry about was the 10 minutes. The referee justified by saying this is to make up for all the time that he was handing out yellow cards in the penalty. But 10 minutes, no, that's too much. It only takes a few seconds to hand out a yellow, and 7 seconds after a little bit of protest and dissent from the player. So I believe that Argentina are going to come out fired up. I believe that Brazil, the amount of intensity from Brazil just doesn't compare to the Netherlands. There are a lot of tall players on the Netherlands who could have headed the ball in goal, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Much better team, different players this time around against Croatia. Don't have Mario Mandzukic. They're not making a difference on top. And don't forget about the howler by Caballero, the bald keeper of Chelsea. It was partially 3-0 because of the fact that he made it a completely insane howler. Insane howler to give Croatia the lead. Croatia can't win in regulation. That was a brilliant free kick and a little bit of luck there to push it to extra time. This is just too much. Argentina are too much for Croatia. victory in regulation would be a plus. A double goal victory would be poetic to kind of close the window of Croatia when the youth of Argentina are here to give the old magic man that long awaited World Cup trophy.